Well, I'm still waiting on that Darth Maul comic in the mail, but in the meantime, we are going to take a look at the Star Wars Rebels trailer. I'm gonna go through it and go do a more in-depth analysis, and ultimately, I'm gonna try and see, you know, see if there's anything there I may not have noticed before. So, just follow along with me. We're gonna go frame by frame. So, bear with. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so it looks good. The animation, it looks good, as you can see on the ship. It's just a little cartoony, and I think that's full. It's either Disney dumbing it down or Filoni doing what he says and just inspiring it more from original trilogy concept art, trying to give it more old school, fun adventure feel. Because it looks fine. It's just, for what it is, it looks good. It just looks cartoony. TIE Fighter looks good. Hang on, wait. So it's, hang on, go back. So it's flying towards a planet that looks like Earth, although probably not Earth. That's the first shot. So we have a ship with TIE fighters attached to it. I guess that's gonna be a TIE fighter transport, maybe the Empire, instead of carrying since TIE fighters don't have hyperdrives, and they need a bit that rely on the bigger ships, and the big ships carry the TIE fighters. So we have TIE fighters following the Rebel, the ship of what I'm assuming is the protagonist. I don't know if that we're about to enter a dogfight, or if they're secretly following them, or if they're on their side or whatnot. There's a little ship in the left-hand corner. I don't know what that is. Textures on the Star Destroyer look lame. And then there's that kid who's one of our main characters, who I'm guessing somehow gets roped into this team or whatever of rebels. Okay, so we're going to see the inside of what I'm going to assume is either the Death Star or a Star Destroyer. Looks nice. It just looks, again, a little bland, a little cartoony. There's an Imperial officer running by. So we are on a planet. TIE Fighter Hangout. I don't know if this is the pilot or if this is from Season 1 in general. So we're on a new planet. So far we have City Planet and we have TIE Fighter Docking Planet. We have a Mandalorian. It looks a lot like Bo-Katan's armor. There's those little orange dots on her head. I wonder if those are headlights or whatnot. Looks good. A little more cartoony than what we see in Clone Wars. Then we have Zeb or whatever, the Steve Bloom character. Looks like we're on Tatooine from the buildings. We have the return of R2. Well, there's an R2 droid carrying a basket of goods. There's an Ugnaught. It looks a little more cartoony than what we saw in Clone Wars, unfortunately. Wait, he pulled out a weapon. Looks like a staff or a sword. We have Chopper on the inside of a ship. Looks like he's going to be able to hover. And then we have this kid who could be annoying. He could be the kid who's going to be cool and awesome. And we also have our third planet, generic grass world. So we have Tatooine, City Planet, and TIE Fighter Planet, and generic grass world, which may or may not be Tatooine. Looks like they're just rehashing Star Wars, where you have a kid who wants to be out there, wants to be somebody, and gets roped into the rebellion. Very original, Filoni. Very original. And that was sarcasm, by the way. Looks like a train behind Kanan. I hate this. I swear that I feel like that kid's gonna be annoying. Who is that kid? And he's like, I'm cool. We have to, in War of the Worlds, there's the son. He's like, we have to get back. We have to get back at them. And when I mean War of the Worlds, I mean the Spielberg one. I feel like that's gonna be the kid. So then we have a city world. So a lot of planets. I don't know if this is the season or the pilot. So a TIE fighter blows up. We saw an explosion with the Steve Bloom character in a similar looking area. I bet that's the same thing. I bet this is the explosion, then the Steve Bloom part is after the TIE fighter gets blown up.
Get ready.
These are two separate TIE fighters being blown up. Also, the eyes are a little weird. They're very cartoony, whereas the eyes in Clone Wars are pretty realistic. Like, you can see it on the kid. So they're getting chased through a world. I'm trying to guess what planet it is. It's probably one of the planets we've seen before. Might be the desert plant, the grass plant, might be the city plant. It's hard to tell. So we have an Imperial officer getting blown up. I don't know if this is from the inside of the ship or it's like A New Hope where they shoot something on the outside and it blows something up on the inside. It's probably the inside because we see a shot of them later inside and what looks like a Star Destroyer. Yep, see there's that shot of them inside a Star Destroyer. So they're probably inside one. They're probably inside a Star Destroyer and they're probably escaping. I don't know if they were captured, sucked in by a tractor beam, because that would be a rehash of A New Hope as well. Or maybe they're raiding it. My phone. Sorry, that's my phone. Oh yeah, I hate this line.
We're a team.
Who are you guys? We're a team. That is like the cheesiest cornball line. So, first off, we have this badass team, and then we have... Looks like we're gonna have a badass team and an annoying little kid. Like, I don't know. Just something about the kid gives me a bad vibe. Like, he's gonna be really annoying.
What part of blast them did you not understand?
Oh yeah, and then that line, really cheesy as well.
Not understand?
So then they shoot a TIE fighter. Something blows up in the Star Destroyer hangar. And we see the ship flying away. So, obviously, it looks like at some point they're going to go inside a Star Destroyer. That's probably what the Imperial Stormtroopers we saw walking around were. They're inside the Star Destroyer, they blow something up, and then they make their escape. And then I'm going to assume they're just get the TIE fighters attacking them, or after they escape the Star Destroyer, they get some people after them. Or maybe it's before when the TIE fighters are attacking them and lure them into the Star Destroyer. So they can get him with the tractor beam. So we have Stormtroopers shooting at the Rebels. We see some Wookiees in the background. I'm guessing this is Tatooine. I'm guessing this is the same planet where the TIE fighter got blown up. It's very similar building-wise. The Imperial officer design looks decent. So they're shooting at the Jedi. We see Zeb in the corner examining him. Maybe this is the first time the group meets and they're realizing he's a Jedi. I don't like that expression the kid has. I swear he's gonna be annoying. Reveal. So I'm guessing this is the first time we saw him use his lightsaber. Something seems weird about the design of the lightsaber, and sorry if I heard something outside. Maybe it's because it's a shot of it's coming up, but it looks lava lampy.
Star Wars Rebels. Join the rebellion. Premieres this fall on Disney.
There's that planet again we saw, and then there's a shot of the planet that they're flying towards at the beginning.
16.
Actually, the Star Destroyer looks kind of cool in this shot.
I have encountered Inquisitor.
We have an Imperial officer design talking to the Inquisitor. Nice. It looks like the Inquisitor is going to be a bit removed. I'm guessing maybe he'll send other people to do his work and then he'll step in. Or hang on, I'm guessing they go to Tatooine World, blow something up, then he reveals he's a Jedi, and then they contact the Inquisitor who goes after him. This could very well just be the pilot. This might be the end scene of the pilot. So then he hops onto the ship. We see Kid, we see Imperial Officer, we see Wookiee. So it could very well be that Kanan and Hera and Zeb have already met up, and while they're there doing some operation, the Kid bumps into them and gets inspired, and he wants to fight they're fighting the Empire, and he wants to fight too, and he tags along. That's probably what the pilot is.
Rebel cell.
You did well to call.
Hi, my name is.
So yeah, that's what I could see. I'm hoping they'll release another trailer later down the line that gives us a bit more, because I'm not sold yet. But yeah, that's me trying to analyze the trailer the best I can. JStar360, may the Force be with you. Hopefully the Darth Maul comic will arrive soon.